What's up, guys? This is Logic. This is my review for NXT August 21st, 2019. And yes, I know I'm late. It's the 28th today. I'm reviewing the 21st. I'm a week late. I don't have no excuses this time. I just was pretty lazy. Same thing with my Raw and SmackDown review. I watched everything, just didn't review it. And just been, you know, just not really busy, but just fucking living life. You know what I mean? Just going through life. But I am gonna get this video out clearly. I'm gonna get everything out, no matter what, no matter how late I am. I'm still gonna get all my videos out. I apologize that it's pretty late, but whatever, guys. You guys, just still my thoughts on this whole show still will be interesting, and maybe I'll tell you something that you guys didn't hear from anybody else. But before I get into that, I need to talk about NXT moving to the USA Network because that's something that's pretty major. It's probably going to change NXT, the whole vibe of NXT, and I don't think it's going to change it for the good. It's going to be for the bad, and it's just horrible that this is happening. Now, it's a good thing and bad thing. It's more bads than goods, but we're gonna get into that when we get into that. About to get into it right now. But guys, before I get into it, make sure you like my video. Make sure you comment some things that you guys want to tell me, what you guys think. You guys, relate to. You guys, agree with, disagree, whatever you guys want to talk about. I'll comment back. I'll talk to you guys about anything. I love NXT, but I just been lazy. And guys, subscribe to follow my Twitter. It's at Logic is Key. Logic is Key. YT. Make sure you add the YT. Yeah, guys, support me. I want to make more videos, but the more support I get, the more motivated I'm gonna be able to like put out more videos and just be more consistent. Cause I don't want this to happen again. I just took like a whole week off. I didn't upload nothing. But let's just talk about NXT real fast. So NXT is moving to the USA Network because of Vince McMahon, not because of Triple H, not because of the NXT team thinking that they need to be a legitimate third brand now. No, it's because of Vince McMahon. It's not because of AEW either. Vince McMahon has an ego that's bigger than anything in this world right now. So on September 18, they're going to be competing with AEW. They're going to be 2 weeks before AEW's they air their first show. And so let me just get into this. There are reports that Vince will have some control over AEW. I'm all over the place. They'll have control over NXT. And that's horrible, in my opinion. Now, I'm not gonna go like I love NXT. Listen, I love NXT. To me, it's the best brand out of it. Don't matter what wrestling promotion. I don't care what it is. NXT is the best brand. Now, I'm not gonna be upset. I'm not gonna go rant, go crazy. Right now, I'm very calm. I'm just whatever. I just want to see how everything plays out. I'm not gonna overreact. But this is horrible news for NXT fans. So NXT is gonna be 2 hours now. So and I will get into this on my Raw and SmackDown reviews, but that's overexposure for our NXT talents. We don't need that. I mentioned this before. Um, we don't see Velveteen Dream every night. We don't see Adam Cole every night. We don't see Shayna Baszler every night. We don't need to see champions every night. We don't need to see every superstar there every night. And making it 2 hours just gives NXT extra 2 matches or something. So that's more of showing our champions or more showing other superstars that should be not showcased. Example, Ricochet. In my opinion, Ricochet doesn't feel as special as he did when he was in NXT. And that's because he's been on the main roster shows like every week, almost every week. He's not special no more. He was special when we seen him because we knew how talented he was, and we didn't see him every night. So when we saw him, it was just awesome. So that's the difference. 2 hours is not gonna be a good thing for NXT, but let's get into this real fast. NXT is legitimately the best thing that's going on in WWE. Nothing's topping it. Now I know 205 Live is pretty good. NXT UK, I watch it sometimes. Pretty good. Raw and SmackDown, it's a hit or miss. Most of the time it's a miss. but NXT consistently puts on good shows and just doesn't make you feel stupid at the end of it. And they actually covered everything from NXT Takeover Toronto. They covered everything on why the Undisputed Era didn't win. I mean, I feel like it still was a swerve, but they covered it. They gave us reasons why that didn't happen, basically. So when Vince, if I don't know how much control Vince will have over NXT. I don't know if he's just gonna have like a small portion of, like, rules that he could apply to, not a whole lot. I hope Triple H is still like fully control over it, but if Vince is control over it, I don't want to see main roster guys come up. I don't want to see that. I really don't. Maybe look, there's exceptions. Like example, we have Tyler Breeze coming up, right? Tyler Breeze was doing nothing on Raw and SmackDown. He comes up, he's a member of the NXT roster. That's okay. We don't like Tyler Breeze. To me, he's a star. Of course, he's a star. To you, he might not be a star because of how WWE has used them. Like, he hasn't been on TV, he hasn't done anything important like years on NXT. Now he's gonna be in an important role. So people like they can come up. We don't need a Roman Reigns. We don't need a Seth Rollins. We don't need people like that. People who are established. We don't. I don't want to see them get demoted to NXT, and that's not a demotion actually, because NXT is way better than the main roster. But we don't need to see them go down. We only need to see them go up, and that's the whole reason why NXT is made. NXT is the future of WWE. So why are you gonna bring your stars down to their level, even though even though their level is way higher than theirs right now? Why would you bring them down? You have to show the world what the future is, get the world used to seeing these faces, and then they get promoted up to face a Daniel Bryan. They get promoted up to face a AJ Styles. We don't bring AJ Styles down to NXT to face someone and beat them. And still, even to put them over, I don't want to see AJ Styles on NXT. Keep him on Raw. Keep him in important storylines over there. NXT should be its own entity. Shouldn't have main roster guys involved in it. I said it as an exception for some people, like example Apollo Crews, like people who really need it. Like Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews came back. He fought Kushida a couple weeks ago. Like it was maybe a month ago. Came back randomly, fought Kushida, got the biggest pop. I don't think he ever got a pop like that before. Got the biggest pop of his whole WWE career. So people like that, they can come back. But if they're gonna come back, they need to be on the roster. So that's what they need to do when it comes to having other stars come to NXT to I can't even talk, revitalize their career. You know what I mean? And we don't need a lot of superstars to be called up, because that's taking time away from the men and women in the performance center. They need their opportunities as well. So I'm really hoping Vince doesn't just send guys over there. And look, this is the main thing that I have a problem with when it comes to NXT competing, quotation marks, with AEW. Because we already know Triple H does not want this to happen. Triple H is all fine with NXT. He has nothing to prove. To him, he knows that NXT is the best thing going on in wrestling. But listen to this. Vince McMahon is like the boss in a video game. At the end of the video game, you face the boss. But on your way to face the boss, you have to face all like the little minions, all the little goons, whatever you want to call them, all the little noobs, all these little guys. You have to keep beating them till you make your way to the top, to the boss. That's what Vince McMahon is doing with NXT. He sees NXT as these little guys, and he's like, go beat my battles for me. Then if NXT loses, then he will get involved. Why are you going to put NXT, the best show that they produced today, to face AEW? I don't know how NXT is going to like look and feel like when they go to USA, but right now, if you compare NXT to AEW based on looks, AEW is going to look way better. They're going to be producing a Monday Night Raw type vibe. They're going to have fireworks. great matches. NXT is not gonna have a great match every week. It's a slow build. The takeovers is where you see the great matches. Sometimes we see great matches on NXT television, but it's not too often. It's spread out. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna have NXT compete with AEW, it's not gonna be a fair fight. NXT is gonna look like this regular indie show, while AEW is just looking like a Monday Night Raw. So it's not fair at all. I feel like Vince McMahon is doing this to say, oh, Triple H, oh, your brand, they're not doing it. I thought this was the best brand. Everyone says, oh, NXT is good, but you're failing against AEW. No, it's not like that. NXT is on a smaller level, but we know how good NXT is, but it's on a smaller level compared to AEW. So that's what I'm very worried about. AEW, they're giving us reasons to watch the first week. They talking about the AEW World Championship, the tag team tournament for the championships, the women's championships. What did NXT give us? They didn't give us anything. They just told us that they're coming to USA Network. So why am I going to continue to watch NXT when AEW is already getting us prepared to be ready to watch a whole bunch of things and a whole bunch of they have things set out already. Like this has already been set out. They have all this set out already. So I don't know. I'm very, very worried about NXT. NXT is, like I said, NXT is the best brand right now. Very worried. NXT, they need some big announcements. Every takeover, they've shown how great they are, and I don't know if it will be the same after this war is over or in the beginning of the war. I'm already thinking about AEW just beating NXT. I have faith in NXT, but it's slowly going down when I'm thinking about it logically compared to like a Monday Night Raw type show of AEW. It's not gonna last long. So yeah, that's my thoughts on NXT moving to USA Network to compete quotation marks with AEW. They're not. It's just Vince McMahon's ego. He doesn't want to compete with AEW, so he's going to send his little minions out and try to have them beat AEW. But AEW, I feel like they're going to beat NXT, and that's pretty sad because NXT, like I said, I'm already giving it so much praise because it needs praise. NXT is the best show that WWE produces. So there's my thoughts on that. So we kick off NXT with the Undisputed Era. They come out. Only Adam Cole has the gold. Now they get through why this happened. Apparently Undisputed Era, they got screwed. But listen, Adam Cole and Undisputed Era comes out. Adam Cole says he beat Johnny Gargano at TakeOver Toronto, and basically he is the best NXT champion that ever lived. So he brung up names like Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor. They wouldn't be on the Mount Rushmore of NXT. It will all be Adam Cole. All four of his faces will be on Mount Rushmore. So yeah, he's being cocky, whatever. This is Adam Cole. What do you expect? So yeah, Broderick comes out. He says it's beautiful. Well, no, he doesn't come out. He's already there. But he says it's beautiful, and he got screwed. Velveteen Dream pinned Pete Dunne. He didn't pin Roderick Strong, so basically he wants a rematch. Same thing with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Now they showed a little clip of Kyle O'Reilly hitting the ropes in their match, like at the end of the match, hitting the ropes, and as he hit the ropes, Bobby Fish tags Kyle O'Reilly in, but the referee doesn't see it. And Kyle O'Reilly takes the pin. So Bobby Fish was the legal man the whole time. And Bobby Fish, he's telling William Regal, do the right thing. And they made an announcement that next week, which is today, we're gonna see Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly versus Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins in a rematch. So in my opinion, this is how the season will work. I feel like Undisputed Era is gonna win all the championships now. I know, I already said it once, but I don't know. I feel like they were just trying to swerve us. I don't like that, but whatever. If they're going to get a rematch now, then most likely, I hope this is not the case, but this is how it looks. This is how it's looking. Most likely, Undisputed Era, they're going to beat the Street Profits, and Street Profits, they're going to come up to Monday Night Raw. They've already been there. So that's just how it's looking. But basically, they have all their things set up. Undisputed Era got screwed. Velveteen Dream pinned Pete Dunne, not Roderick Strong. And if you watch that match, Roderick Strong was about to win, but Velveteen Dream came out of nowhere and then pinned Pete Dunne. Same thing with the tag team match. The Street Profits, they pinned the wrong man. They didn't pin the legal man. So as you see, that they all got screwed basically, except for Adam Cole. So as Undisputed Era was leaving, they already made a statement in front of the crowd. After it was not after NXT Takeover, it's 2 weeks after, but it's how NXT goes. They made their announcement made basically that they got screwed. As they're leaving, Jordan Miles comes out. His music hits. He's the NXT Breakout Tournament winner. And if you win the tournament, you are guaranteed a title match for any title that you want. So basically, Jordan Miles, he's coming out in like a white shirt with a tie, looking all business like, looking all serious. It's about like no smiling from him. I don't want him to smile. I know that's kind of his thing, but I don't want him to smile. I think he looks way better when he's more serious. So basically, Adam Cole mocks him. He tells him, "Oh, you should face Shayna Baszler or go to NXT UK or face champion in 205 Live. You're stupid if you face me, the NXT champion." And basically, Jordan Miles, he doesn't say nothing. All he does is puts his hand out. He has the contract in his hand, and he's going to give it to Adam Cole. Adam Cole goes to grab for it, and then he drops it. Drops it right in front of Adam Cole, makes him look stupid. Then he smiles. I know, he smiles, whatever. And he walks away. So I'm assuming that this is the challenge accepted right there. Like, they're going to have a match. Now, this is kind of dumb because obviously he's not going to win. He's not beating Adam Cole, but this is exposure for him. He's going after the top dog already. This might turn him into a star. I feel like he's already a star because his is just, when you see him in the ring and everything, he's just already looking like a star. But having him face Adam Cole, I don't know if they're going to have Undisputed Era get involved in the match. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually today. I don't know if it's they're gonna air it on the 28th or the next week's show, but whatever they do, this should be good for Jordan Miles. Give him some more exposure. He should be a main player when we go to USA Network. So that was how NXT opened up. It was a pretty basic like WWE style promo, but the way NXT the crowd is and the way how Undisputed Era is just a different feel compared to Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Okay, so we see Shane Thorne, and I didn't talk about Shane Thorne. I completely forgot who he faced. I really did. I forgot who he faced, but it's the guy he has like all the colors. He has like the light up, basically, like little vest and the face mask. Is he like similar to Mustafa Ali? He has the light up thing. Shane Thorne, he beat him last time on NXT. So basically, Shane Thorne is taking out all the NXT Breakout Tournament guys. Everyone that was there, he's taking them out basically. So we see him. Well, we don't see him. We see Bronson Reed having it interviewed in the Performance Center. Then Shane Thorne comes out behind him and just basically mocks him, whatever. And they're set to face off later on. So Shane Thorne, I guess he's getting a push now. He's taking out all the guys because he believes he should have been in the breakout tournament, not all these other guys. So yeah, whatever. We have that match later on. Now we get into a match I was actually excited for. Mansoor, which if you don't know who Mansoor is, he won the Super Showdown Battle Royal, whatever that was, the 50-man Battle Royal. I feel like it was meaningless. Yes, it was meaningless, but I liked it. I watched it. I enjoyed it. Him winning in front of his country. It was like a nice moment. I enjoyed it. Like when they have the babyface go over and it's like genuinely a nice moment. I really enjoy it. But Mansoor versus Damian Priest, which is becoming one of my favorite guys on NXT, slowly but surely becoming one of my favorites. I have high expectations for this guy. This guy looks like, to be honest, based on his entrance alone, I feel like if Vince McMahon was to see this guy, he's going straight to the main roster. no doubt. But this guy, Damian Priest, this was a squash match, but don't sleep on Mansoor. Do not sleep on Mansoor. Mansoor is very talented. He got some offense. So this was a pretty quick match. It wasn't too quick. Mansoor got some moves in, but pretty quick match. In the beginning of the match, they lock up. They're pushing each other into the corner. They're trading strikes. Clearly Damian Priest is the bigger man, so he's gonna overpower Mansoor. So basically, they were trading strikes. Mansoor actually hit a forearm, and Damian Priest retaliated with his own forearm that knocked Mansoor straight to the ground. So basically, Mansoor, no, Priest tried to go for a suplex after that, but Mansoor countered to a cradle, 1-2, kick out. Then Mansoor goes for a drop kick. Priest is still on his feet. He goes for the bicycle knee, which is I think is one of my favorite moves in WWE. Priest is still standing, and he tries to go for a choke slam, but Mansoor counters and hits a step of Enzuigiri. That was nice. Mansoor knocks him outside of the ring and hits a somersault senton. Nice, another nice move. Mansoor gets back in the ring and he hits this was wavy. He hits a slingshot neck breaker, which was awesome. He goes for the a tornado DDT, but Priest, he throws him off. He hits a clothesline that knocks him he knocks him inside out, and Priest hits a crucifix powerbomb. Then he hits the what is it called? The Reckoning, I think it's called, which is basically it's basically a cutter, it's like a crossroads. Remember Cody Rhodes finisher? It's like a crossroads. So 1, 2, 3, Damian Priest wins. Pretty good match. It wasn't anything special. It was like a jobber match, but it was good. It showed how dominant Priest is, but it didn't just show how weak Mansoor was. Mansoor did get some offense, so I think it was a pretty good match in my opinion. All right, so now we have Mia Yim versus Vanessa Bourne with Aaliyah. And my opinion on this one is not too good. Mia Yim, this is basically her getting some momentum after losing to Shayna Baszler. Obviously, she's going to beat Vanessa Bourne. They had some issues in the past, but nothing too crazy. I think she already beat Aaliyah. I'm not sure if she beat Vanessa Bourne. I don't think she did, so she beat her tonight. Wasn't anything special. This match, I don't know. In my opinion, Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah, they're not the best wrestlers. So when you have Mia Yim, which is a fairly decent wrestler, but I just don't get her yet. I don't know. There's something about her that's not clicking with me. Like I want to like her, but it's something that's not clicking with me. So basically, this match was pretty much less than average. It was pretty boring. I didn't really care about this match. But at the end of the match, Shayna Baszler comes out and she basically gives Mia Yim an offer. She basically said she took her to places that she never been before, and she's going to give Mia Yim a chance to join her. And we have Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir behind Shayna Baszler on the apron, and they're all like covering her so she can't go nowhere. And Mia Yim has an option to either join them or get beat up. Simple as that. So Mia Yim doesn't join them. She goes after Jessamine Mafir, whatever their name is. Who cares? They're not really important. They're Shayna Baszler's lackey right now. I hope they get her like a little bit more important role, because I really want to see the Four Horsewomen versus Four Horsewomen. But whatever. Yeah, basically the Horsewomen, they beat up Yim. Simple as that. Now, this is something I'm very excited for. I'm so excited for this. Now, this was 6 months ago. It didn't even feel that long ago. But I remember seeing the graphic of Keith Lee versus Dominik Dijakovic in a match. Now, when I saw the match, it was crazy. The fact that these are two big men and they're doing the type of things in that ring that are like for cruiserweights. I won't even say cruiserweights. They're just high flying, hard hitting. It's just crazy. Like, if you guys haven't seen their match on NXT TV, watch it. It ended in a double count out, and it never they never got a rematch. Basically, I think Dijakovic got injured and Keith Lee got injured. They both got injured, so they had to stop it. Yeah, they stopped this a while ago, and I was wondering why did they stop this? This was a great rivalry. So they showed a video package of their rivalry, and they only have one match, but these two, they knew each other for a very long time. Before they came to WWE on the Indies, they have crossed paths over and over and over again. And I went back before, not recently, before I went back after that match to see what they did on the Indies, and it's phenomenal, fantastic work. So I'm very excited to see these two face off again. I really want to see this so bad. Who I think should win, I don't know. Like, honestly, you can make a case for Keith Lee and Dominic Dijakovic. I just know that when they have another match, their second match on NXT, it's gonna be great because their first match they blew the house away. The crowd was going crazy. So if they just did that in the first match, they didn't pull out everything that they killed. So when they have the second match, I'm expecting it to be crazy just like the first. So guys, be on the lookout for that one because I can guarantee that's going to be a good one. I think that's actually next week, so it's going to be today. So I guarantee that's going to be a good match. All right, so next we have Bronson Reed versus Shane Thorne. They have their match, and I kind of like this match more than the main event. The main event was Keith Lee versus Matt Riddle. I had a brain fart right there. I kind of like this match a little more, but it wasn't anything that special. It was a good match, but it wasn't that special. Basically, Shane Thorne, he won. Bronson Reed showcased his skills just like he did in the breakout tournament. Basically, at the end, it was a Shining Wizard, which was deadly. That Shining Wizard was deadly. Yeah, that's it. Shane Thorne won. I don't know what's the purpose. I know they're building Shane Thorne up because he was in tag team TM61 or whatever it was with his tag team partner. Tag team partner left. They're gonna build him back up. He's beating all the NXT breakout tournament guys because he should have been in there. But I don't know. It's just I don't know. Something with him is not clicking with me. But it was a good match. I won't say it wasn't bad. It was a good match. And right after the match was over, like before, like all right, it was like a 2 second celebration, but right after Velveteen Dreams, he comes out, he has two chicks pushing him through, he's on his couch, basically he says that, oh, a Velveteen Dream shirt is $30, right? His glasses, $10, right? Him retaining the North American Championship and pinning Pete Dunne, that's priceless. So no matter what, two men, the whole locker room, Dream likes it to be on top because that's where the spotlight is. And Dream, he always has some sexual references in his promos, whatever. I think it's kind of funny. But basically the spotlight is on Roderick Strong now, and he wants a match against a Dream. He'll give him a dream that he never experienced before, and he'll never forget. It won't take too long for a dream to be over. And he snaps, whatever. The ladies pull him out, whatever, and on his couch. He makes a little address. So we know we're gonna have Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong again. Most likely Roderick Strong is gonna win that match. And I just want to know how he's gonna win. I want the same thing with the tag team, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. I want to know how they're gonna win. I hope they win in clean fashion. I know they're heels, but I don't want them to win by cheating. WWE, like main roster, they have a habit of having heels win by cheating all the time. Okay, finally we have Matt Riddle versus Killian Dane, and I'm a little bit more interested in what happened after this match and what they did outside, but I'm going to get into that later. This was a hard-hitting match. Basically, Killian Dane was killing Matt Riddle. He won, by the way. He won. He beat Matt Riddle. And I don't know if this is still Matt Riddle's punishment for Goldberg. I think they're working together. I don't think this is like a real like beef. It might be a real beef, but I feel like they made it to a work shoot. Like it's something that's real that turned into a work, whatever. So this was a hard hitting match. I don't know. I just feel like the Shane Thorne match was way better than this match. I don't know. It was something about this match that it just, I don't know. NXT is not clicking with me. This is my feeling on NXT right now, because NXT just feels a little different without like the Aleister Blacks, the Ricochets, the Tommaso Ciampas, the War Raiders. There's so many people that just been called up or not on the show regularly. This show feels a little weird. NXT's it still kind of has the same feeling in it. Like, you know, it's NXT, but it's just the star power is not there like it used to be. I don't know. Triple H just hasn't been able to have his performers get to the level that they need to be because of all the call ups. Like Aleister Black. Aleister Black was a big part. Same thing with Ricochet. But basically, Killian Dane wins at the end. He hits three whatchamacallit, splashes from the corner, like Vader bombs, right? So there you go. 1, 2, 3. Killian Dane wins. Matt Riddle was bleeding a little bit from the mouth. They had a spot where Killian Dane basically just dropped him face first onto the steps. I don't know if that's what's happened. I don't know if like he cut his lip or that was internal bleeding, but yeah, that's what happened after. And after the match, it was a fight went across Killian Dane. He was walking, leaving, and Matt Riddle jumped on his back, right? So after that, NXT went off. But if you watch their YouTube channel, you see they were fighting backstage. So they fought backstage into the outside area. And basically, Killian Dane got this ladder, right? He put it on Matt Riddle on concrete on the outside, and he jumps on him with a senton, which looked painful as fuck. So yeah, they killed each other at the end. I don't know why we didn't get to see that on a television. We should have saw it on NXT, but we didn't see it. It's on YouTube if you guys want to look at it. It's pretty brutal. But yeah, that was NXT. It was an average show. It wasn't anything special. It was my first NXT show that I'm reviewing. Pretty happy about that, but it was pretty average. NXT, I just hope that it gets better, because it really is the best show that in wrestling period, not just WWE, wrestling period. NXT has consistently showed that they're the best wrestling promotion right now. So I'm just really worried about them coming to USA. You already feel the shows are not the same like how it used to be, and them moving to 2 hours, having Vince McMahon having a little bit of say, and just overall feel a competition with AEW and how everything is going to look different and feel different. I'm very worried. I hope this is not the downfall of NXT. I hope if this is gonna happen, NXT goes straight up and they prosper by having all this extra pressure on them. But yeah, like I said, this is a average episode of NXT. Thank you guys for listening. You guys need to like my video, comment, subscribe, do all that. Follow my Twitter at Logic is Key, YT. Logic is Key, YT. Make sure you add the YT. Guys, more support, more videos come out. Get me more motivated. I don't want to take another break like that. I took a whole long break, a week break basically. It wasn't that long. You feel me? I'm gonna be consistent. I didn't have a Monday Night Raw review. I didn't have a SmackDown review. It's Wednesday right now, so I'll be recording. I'm gonna record my Raw. Oh man, my Raw one's gonna have me sleeping later on. But I'm gonna record my Raw review right after this, and then after, you might get the SmackDown one tomorrow with the NXT one for the 28th. So you guys, stay tuned to my channel. I'll have more videos uploaded, and thank you guys for listening.